Hey, what's going on everyone? Entering Infinity here. Today I'm back with a brand new video to play some ranked Series 12 VGC battles. I know I haven't played VGC in a while, but I do enjoy the team building aspect and trying to get my teams to Master Ball and kind of see how far I can get. And the team that I built most recently has been performing really well and probably has one of the highest win rates that I've had out of all the teams I've built in the past, so I wanted to share it with everybody before Series 12 comes to an end, I believe at the end of August, so figured I'd share it and play some battles with it on the channel because I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to go into an in-depth description of the team, so if you want to just skip to the battles, timestamps will be in the description below, but otherwise let's jump into the team report. So onto the team report, we have Kyogre and Yveltal as our restricteds. This team is very hyper offensive and it has a lot of different tricks up its sleeves and a lot of different synergies that work really well. The thing that stands out the most obviously is Inteleon, because you don't see that really every day in the current meta game. So I like to really focus on strategies that catch opponents off guard in a best of one, and Inteleon so far has been incredible for doing that, because I had the idea of first building a team that has like Soak and a Regieleki to pretty much just snipe off anything, and it really proved to be like really good. So I built the rest of the team kind of around that, and you'll see a lot of things synergize really well. So for example, if you have an opponent that has a Thunderous, we have Icy Wind on Inteleon, and one play that you could do to just one shot a Thunderous is to use Icy Wind with Inteleon and use Foul Play, and you're going to activate Defiant and just one shot the Thunderous. So that's like one combo that you could do. If you're able to lead Regieleki, you go for the Soak play, and then you could pretty much just one shot everything. An important thing to note with this team is that your Yveltal and Regieleki are actually physical variants as opposed to special, so that's another thing that will catch your opponents off guard. And I really built this team because I really wanted to dissuade my opponents from bringing their Intimidate mons in team preview, specifically like Incineroar, because just getting a single Intimidate on your Yveltal or Regieleki can be very annoying and it forces you to have to like pivot out and stuff. So I think that this team really, will make your opponent think twice about bringing it, and if they do, typically you're just gonna just wreck them anyway with your Kyogre, if they happen to bring like say a Landorus or Incineroar. So I found that it has worked really well in making my opponents not bring their Intimidate users, and that really allows Yveltal and Regieleki to really flourish. I really like Yveltal and Kyogre and how they synergize together, because a lot of times you're going to be Dynamaxing your Yveltal, just dropping max darknesses, and then that's just going to lower everything's special defense, and then Kyogre's just going to come in and just absolutely wreck everything with it being choice specs, and then having multiple ways on this team to drop your opponent's special defense, whether it's max darkness with your Regieleki, again because we're running a physical variant, the max darkness from Yveltal. There's so many different ways on this team to drop your opponent's special defenses, and choice specs Kyogre will just rip through everything like a hot knife through butter. So it's really awesome to clean up games with that. You got Whimsicott here for speed control in case your opponent tries to outpace you. This team is really, again, hyper offensive and fast and really needs to be moving before your opponent. So you really want to make sure that you're always the fastest thing on the field, whether by using Regieleki, whether by lowering opponent's speeds with Icy Wind, or by using Tailwind with Whimsicott. It's really important. And Helping Hand comes in handy a lot on Whimsicott, especially like sitting next to a Kyogre after it Tailwinds. You just Helping Hand and then just Water Spout or like Origin Pulse, and you're pretty much just like obliterating everything. Incineroar is there for standard support. It's helpful against opposing Zacians and other kind of physical threats that you might face. The Shadow Ball on Inteleon is to help pick off opposing Calyrex Shadow Riders and Lunalas, which has come in handy. Snipe Shot is on Inteleon because that can be helpful when there's if you just need to do general damage, and when the rain is up it does a lot of damage. And one thing you could even do as well is you could even max the Inteleon, because the G-Max like Hydro Snipe I think it's called can do so much damage with 160 base power, especially if the rain is up. It's really going to wreck a lot of things, and especially if your opponent uses Gastrodon, I believe that attack ignores abilities, so you have typically like at least an 80% chance of one-shotting Gastrodons if they try to switch in on it, or if it just happened to be sitting on the field feeling like it's safe, you could really surprise your opponent that way. So yeah, there's so many different combinations that you could do with this team. I have the Focus Sash on the Whimsicott. I put Black Glasses on on Yveltal because like I really just wanted to deal that extra damage with the dark type moves, and I already have the life orb on the Regieleki, and also just not taking that life orb damage when you're not Dynamax is just really nice for Yveltal, because Regieleki, once it's done Dynamaxing, like you really don't care. You're just gonna just pretty much like, you know, YOLO wild charge everything, and you're just gonna be doing tons of damage typically with the electric terrain up, so it's gonna just do a ton of damage, and then at that point you don't even care if it dies, and then Kyogre will just come in and sweep it up. So yeah, that's pretty much the team. I'm excited to kind of showcase it. I haven't played in a little while with it, so I hope that I could still do well with it, but I won like a ton of games with this team. Even in Master Ball, I was up to like rank 300 in the world with it. I was just really impressed with how successful it is and all the different tricks that are involved in it and that it has up its sleeve. Because even just something as simple as Icy Wind on this Choice Scarf Inteleon has won me like multiple games, because my opponent, you know, has like say a Zacian and a Calyrex Shadow Rider on the team, and they think they're going to outpace me, and then I Icy Wind them and like Water Spout them with the Choice Specs Kyogre and just like obliterate them. So yeah, really looking forward to showcasing this team. Hopefully I could show off all the little tricks that it has, and yeah, let's go from there. Let's jump into our first games. Alright, so we're up against the Yveltal Calyrex team with the Sableye. That's interesting. I don't love Sableye, but that's where Yveltal will come in handy, because we are as a dark type, we won't have to worry about that. What do we want to do here? I'm wondering where this Calyrex fits in on this team, because they're not really a Trick Room team unless it's like a really fast variant, which should be interesting. This is definitely interesting. If it wasn't for the Sableye, I'd really want to go for our Soak Regieleki play, but I don't want Regieleki to get quashed. So I think Yveltal is important for this one. Going before our opponent's going to be super important as well. So I'm thinking about leading... I think I'm going to lead Whimsicott, Yveltal, and have Ensign and Kyogre in the back, because they're running a lot of things that I think Ensign will be useful for in this matchup. Alright, yeah, so they do go Regieleki, Sableye. So what do we want to do here? They can't quash me, they can fake out me. I don't love getting hit with a fake out right now. Like they could just fake out Max Lightning me, which I don't want to deal with. I think I want to protect. And I think I want to Max Guard turn 1 just to see what they're trying to do. Okay, yeah, they are maxing me lucky, which is what I was expecting. Oh, they can't even Will-O-Wisp me anyway because I'm Dark type, so we'll see what they try to do here. Maybe a helping hand, let's see. Yep, there's a fake out, which I was expecting. I was expecting a Max Lightning into the lucky. Oh, they actually Lightning Whimsicott, okay. Wow, so I could have really punished them there. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. So they set up the electric terrain, it's not a big deal. Okay, so now we're going to click Tailwind, and I am going to Max Darkness, a lucky slot. Ooh, ally switch. Cheeky, 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 okay. Don't love that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And we take out the Sableye, that's good, I don't have to deal with that, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get one shot right now. We do lower the Regieleki special defense, which is really good, because then now Kyogre can really come in and put in some work. Yeah, and that's the end of our Yveltal, so that's fine. I still think we're okay. Unless they have like Rillaboom, that's going to be where things get ugly. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Kyogre now, and hope that they don't bring in Rillaboom. Because if I can Helping Hand and like Water Spout right now, we're gonna be in really nice shape. Okay, good. Because even like Helping Hand Water Spout with the choice specs can probably almost take out this Alecki. I mean, we'll almost take out the Rillaboom switch in, assuming it's like not Assault vested. So I'm going to now Helping Hand, and we're going to Water Spout. Please don't be Focus Sashed. Okay, they max guard. That's a little annoying because I don't want them to get in that Rillaboom. Okay, we one-shot the Calyrex. That's good. I feel like they have to have the... yeah, there's the Rillaboom. Don't love that. Okay, Regieleku's Dynamax ends. It's annoying that I still don't know what the item on this Alecki is. I really hope it's not Focus Sashed. So I think right now I need to Protect, and I need to switch into Incineroar. Really need this grassy terrain to end, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stall this out. Okay. Alright, so now is the awkward position. How many turns of Tailwind do I have left? They're at -1. This is my last turn of Tailwind, so I did not time that wonderfully, but I also don't really have much of another choice right now. So I think I'm going to... I need to break a potential Sash. So I'm going to try to Energy Ball, and I'm going to fake out this Rillaboom. Okay, so they do protect the Alecki. Okay, good. So we get off the fake out, which allows us to at least get up another Tailwind, which will be helpful. So now we're going to click Tailwind, and I'm going to Darkest Lariat the Alecki slot. Wow, they actually voltage the Whimsicott. That's interesting. I will take that though. Alright, so now we know we at least break a potential Focus Sash here. Fling? What the heck? I was not expecting Fling. That's interesting. So this is the last turn of rain. There's 2 turns of grass left. Okay. So we could stall out this grass. So I'm going to protect, and I'm going to Lariat this Alecki again. Beautiful, the Grassy Glide into that. Okay, so they're smart enough to do that now, but that does not KO us, which is really good. So now that means that when Kyogre comes in, it should be when the grassy terrain ends. So we'll be able to outspeed, and we will not have to worry about getting Grassy Glided, which is fantastic. And now the rain is over, so now I can hit this thing with a Flare Blitz. So this is 2 turns of Tailwind. So now I'm going to Helping Hand, and I'm going to Flare Blitz this Rillaboom. Okay, so they glide into Incineroar, and we live that. Awesome. And that was a crit. I was going to say it did more damage than I thought it would. And this should do a ton of damage, if not take it out. Beautiful. Alright, so we got off to a rough start on that one, but we were able to get through it without even really even utilizing our Kyogre or our Yveltal that much. That was pretty much the Whimsicott and Incineroar show there, but, you know, we were in a position to just clean up with Kyogre either way, so that was really good. Alright, so we're up against this Porygon Kyogre Zacian team. So they can go really fast with Tailwind, or they could go really slow with this Porygon 2 here. So I think I'm going to lead Whimsicott here and Yveltal. And then in the back, we're going to have Kyogre, and we're going to have maybe Inteleon. That's probably not the best choice, but I'm running out of time, so I went with it. You know, just in case we end up trading Tailwinds, at least the Icy Wind will help give us the edge for speed control. Are you going to do a Trick Room route? Okay, so they just go straight out into that. Interesting. I think I'm going to switch in Kyogre, and then we're going to max, and we're going to Airstream. So I would not love taking a Yawn right now, but if I have to, so be it. Okay, so they are Koba, but we are physical, so is this enough to push through the damage? It's not. Okay. Are you gonna go for Sleep Powder? What are you going for here? They do Sleep Powder, and they miss. Perfect. And Eruption the Rain is not gonna do too much. Okay. Fantastic turn 1. I will take that any day of the week. So that is really good. And now I'm just gonna click Water Spout, and we are going to max Darkness this slot. I think we're in a really commanding position right now. We're just really just overwhelming them with offense, and they have no speed control. Okay, so I was expecting them to do that. That's really good. That means whatever's coming in is dead. Perfect. Get rid of their Zacian for free. I'll take that any day of the week. Oh, it's a double switch. Wow, okay. So that means pretty much both of these things are going to get hit with a ton of damage. Let's see. Max Darkness, ton of damage. That's going to drop both of their special defenses, and this Choice Specs Water Spout in the rain is going to do so much damage. I just don't see how they come back from this. Yeah. Like, your only max option is pretty much that Kyogre, and now that just took like 70% damage for free, and I just took out your other restricted, so they're in pretty rough shape right now. So they can't KO both of my Pokemon. They pretty much have to switch out the Kyogre into their other Mon, so I am okay with switching out Kyogre into Whimsicott, and I'm going to Darkness the Venusaur. Yep, that was what I was expecting, because they need to get speed control. They're really gonna need like a ton of sleeps in this to even like remotely have a chance, but once I get Tailwind up, it's over. And we just outspeed anyway, so that's game over. Yeah, there's really no path back for them at this point. And now they're stuck with a Torkoal in the rain and a Kyogre that's like half dead. So we are going to, I'm gonna get Tailwind up just to ensure that I don't speed tie or anything, and then we are going to Sucker Punch this Kyogre. Alright, Kyogre's down. I mean, I guess that was kind of pointless getting up Tailwind against the Torkoal, but this isn't going to do anything. Wow, is that a crit on the Whimsicott? Oh no. Okay. Alrighty, and now we're just going to click Helping Hand, and I'm going to foul play. Surprised they didn't forfeit. Okay, Whimsicott goes down. And now Inteleon. We'll just use Inteleon for fun and just snipe shot them. Because you don't get to see that move every day in VGC. Yeah, I know, I forfeit. I should have forfeited like 3 turns ago. Okay. Alright, so I believe this is a team that Aaron Zhang was just using with the fake tiers Yveltal nonsense. Okay, we're gonna go Inteleon, Whimsicott, Kyogre, Yveltal. Probably not the best thing in the world. I just... this stupid Sneasel. Okay, so they go Inteleon, Alecki. Okay, so I know this is Magnet, Alecki. I'm gonna Icy Wind, and I'm going to Protect. Surprised they didn't Dynamax. That's probably gonna kill my Inteleon, right? Yep. It's fine. Now we're going to bring out our Yveltal. Okay, so I do know that this Alecki is Magnet and not Focus Sash. Not that it matters because I would have broken it anyway. So we're going to Max Darkness, the Alecki slot, and we are going to now click Tailwind. Okay, so let's sit there maxing the Alecki. So if they don't click Max Guard right now, we're going to be in really good shape. And this Alecki does have E-Speed, which is something to remember if it happens to live, which it shouldn't live. Just don't Max Guard. Okay, so this should one-shot, I feel like. Yeah, goodbye. Awesome. Now they're probably just Oblivion Winging into Whimsicott, which is fine. A little heal back up, but I don't really care. We got the Spadef drop on it. So Kyogre should just be able to clean that up in the end game. Problem is if Gastrodon's that last one, that's not going to be fun to deal with. I need to force it out on the field. Alright, we're going to Airstream, and we're going to Helping Hand. Okay, no Protect comes out, so this should one-shot the Yveltal I'm expecting. Okay, perfect. They protect the Zacian. Oh, they double protected, okay. Don't love that. Okay. 2 turns of Tailwind left, so I can't really do much about anything like that. So we're going to Airstream again, and we're going to Helping Hand in case they like switch into Gastrodon or something. And they don't have Sucker Punch, so definitely one shot. Yep, perfect. Now I'm probably going to take a Behemoth Blade to the face, which I don't love. But I should live this, I think. With a little bit of health left. Perfect. The Zacian does have Substitute, which is like a big problem right now. So this is the last turn of Tailwind. I need to get damage down, so I'm going to Foul Play, and we need to Energy Ball now. Although I probably should have protected to guarantee I got up another Tailwind. That would have been smarter. Okay, perfect. We get rid of that. Okay, really good damage. And he Behemoth Blades. Into the Whimsicott. Okay, perfect. We should always win this 2v1. Okay, so I really want to be careful not to throw here. So I'm gonna Foul Play again. And I'm gonna Thunder, because 2 Thunder should always kill. And he needs like 3 attacks to be able to beat me. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so if you stayed till the end, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought of the team and the video, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll catch you all in the next one where I'll be playing more with this team.